G'day, it's Mark here at Vanessa Mobile Camping Combi Life. Today we're going to take a look at the Multivan seat system and how the seats manipulate and how we put the seats in and out of the van. So let's take a look inside this van. I've actually already taken the two centre captain's chairs out just so we can get a good look at the floor system, and we're going to have a look in a moment at how to put those chairs back in and take them out and so on. But you can see here in the Multivan it has a rail system. There are 6 tracks, 2 outer single tracks and 2 inner double tracks. And the inner double tracks for both the seats and the internal table system. If you happen to have the internal table, which you use the inner tracks. Let's have a quick look inside here. We can see in this 5-seat configuration that we have the triple seat, and the triple seat in the T6 moves backwards and forwards on this strap. So we can pull this seat backwards and forwards using this strap underneath this little drawer area here. And then we can actually, so this strap, there's also a strap on the other side if you're accessing this from the rear. And then there's also a second strap on the other side, or this lever on the front side where it's most commonly operated, to make this seat do both a fold over, which is how some of the other seats in the Volkswagen range work. They fold over. But what makes the Multivan triple seat quite special is that it's like a rock and roll bed. It goes flat. So we can make this seat flat by pulling that lever. To pull this seat back upright, simply pull the lever and pull on the seat belt. That seat belt works really well as a grip to pull that up and down. So I'll just do that one more time. Pull the lever, push flat, and I sometimes put my knee on there, get it flat really fast, and then to make it back upright, pull it with the seat belt strap as well. So I can now move this seat back because I would like to put my captain's chairs in. I'd like to reinstall them, and I don't need any special tools to do this. But what I can use my fingers here to lift these caps up. So I can do that here with my finger, and you'll see there's just a little springy catch there. But if I want to save my fingers and my fingernails, I can use my Volkswagen key. So I just flip the key out as it suggests in the manual, put the key there, and I can lift that up. This is not enough, however, to access for the seat rails. I'll just do the center one here as well. So I've taken those 2 pieces out and I'll set them aside. I still need to reveal more of the rail. So what we do is just slide those forward and take these pieces out. These pieces for the outer parts are the same. So they can be mixed around. It's not critical to keep them in the same order. But in the center rail here, when we have this 6-rail system like all Australian multivans do, this one is a little bit unique in that this is offset here. So you can see that's not quite symmetrical. So we do have to make sure we line this up correctly. Before we install the seat, I would like to show you the tricks on getting these back in, because they can sometimes be a little bit tricky if the method is not right. If you have a look here closely, there's these little tiny clips here. They're hard to see. I can make a little bit of a noise with them, and it's best to roll this piece in lined up fully against the back here in the position it will ultimately lie, and then pop it in. I'll do that again here. So instead of just trying to willy-nilly pop it in, just put it right into that gap where that little guides are, and then straight down like that. I'll do that one more time here. And that's now fully reinstalled. And then here, we'll notice it's a little bit asymmetric here. There's a gap there, and that goes on this guide here. So it has to be around the right way. It can't go on this side here, in this case. And that's now back in. So that's been very quick to install and remove the Multivan rail system. So I'll just take that off again, show you how fast that is. Put the key down and lift these plates off. And they're now fully off. I'm going to go grab the seat now, and let's install the captain's chair inside this vehicle. So we have our captain's chair on our trolley here, and it's not quite ready to put into the van just yet because we still have the headrest on the van. So the headrests have a little release catch here, and the headrest should come off. We'll see in a minute why it's important for us to take the headrest off. So I'll pop that inside the van. You'll also notice, I'm just going to move this to the side, just have a look underneath there, that you'll see these feet. These feet are what we have to get into the rail. So it's just a matter of lining that up when we load this into the van. So let's load this in now. You'll notice as well that the seat is folded over. I'll show you the seat fold mechanism once it's in the van, but it's much easier to load in and out of the van when the seat is folded over, because we can lift it by the knuckles and pop it straight into the van. You'll notice that there are the 2 feet that we spoke about earlier have to line up now with the rail, the gaps in the rail. So if you have a look, I haven't got it in quite yet, just have a look here, you'll see that this is the gap that we have to put that rear foot in, and the front is much clearer. That's now in the rail, and I can lift this front lever here and now slide the seat back. That seat's now locked in the rail system, and I can use the lever here to lift the backrest back to the seated position, and now pop the headrest in. With the headrest in, we'll have a quick look at why we had to take that out. When the headrest is still in, and I push this seat all the way forward, it's very tight to get it in and out. This seat is already for the driver's seat, but if the driver's seat's in its normal position with the headrest on, it's almost impossible to get it out. So much easier to have the headrest off. If you didn't want to take the headrest off, of course you could have it up like this, but now it's more awkward to get it in and out of the van. So best to have the seat folded over with the headrest out for manipulating the seat in and out of the van.